Most people do not know this, but your brain can mistake pain for safety. That one confusion quietly controls your relationships, choices, and patterns. If you keep returning to the same toxic people, bad habits, or emotional cycles, this truth is going to hit harder than you expect. Because your brain does not chase happiness. It chases what feels familiar, even when that familiarity is hurting you. Psychologists call this familiarity bias. Once you see it, you will finally understand why you are drawn to things you know are bad for you. You leave one toxic situation and end up in another. You promise yourself you will change, but your life resets to the same problems. You crave peace, yet chaos feels normal. This does not mean you like pain. It means your nervous system recognizes it. Your brain is built to predict, not to protect your happiness. What it can predict, it treats as safe. Here is where it gets unsettling. Your brain would rather repeat a known pain than face an unknown future, even if that future is healthier. Uncertainty triggers fear faster than suffering does. That is why change feels terrifying, even when staying the same is worse. Here is the harsh truth. People do not stay in toxic patterns because they are weak. They stay because their brain labels familiarity as safety. Your brain learns emotional patterns early. If chaos, neglect, or emotional distance felt normal growing up, your nervous system memorized it. Later, when life feels calm or stable, your brain flags it as suspicious. Peace feels boring. Stability feels uncomfortable. Healthy love feels unfamiliar. You mistrust people who treat you well. You feel intense attraction to emotionally unavailable people. You get anxious when life finally feels calm. You sabotage good situations because something feels off. Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is just returning to what it knows. Here is the part nobody wants to admit. Healing feels lonely because peace does not stimulate the nervous system the way chaos does. Drama creates spikes. Inconsistency creates obsession. Familiar pain creates attachment. That is why intensity is often mistaken for love. Your nervous system is not seeking happiness, it is seeking regulation. Your brain is always asking one question. Can I predict what happens next? Predictable pain feels safer than unpredictable peace. That is why you stay too long, ignore red flags, romanticize suffering, and confuse anxiety with chemistry. And because it feels normal, you do not question it. Here is the truth you have been avoiding. If you do not face it now, nothing changes. Just because something feels normal does not mean it is healthy. Just because you are used to it does not mean you deserve it. And just because peace feels uncomfortable does not mean it is wrong. If you want to break this cycle, start here. Stop asking, how does this feel? Start asking, is this consistent, respectful, and stable? Stay through the boredom. Stay through the calm. Train your nervous system to recognize peace as safe. Now you understand why familiar pain controls your choices. And more importantly, how to stop letting it decide your future. Healing is not about finding better people. It is about retraining what your brain calls safe. If this changed the way you think, the next video will show you how psychology silently shapes every habit you believe you choose.